Hi guys. Alright, so I thought I would do the video on here since yesterday the live stream kind of got wonky with the gin up there, and it literally has been moving from right here to up there to up there. So very odd. Very odd. That was a very odd. Never experienced that ever. So, alright. Magical Invocation and Evocation. So, I thought that'd be something interesting to work with, especially with what we went over with the whole entire the Kabbalistic mental magic, right? I think we did that. Yeah, we did. So, pretty interesting stuff. I like what this says. So here we go. Alright, so as you have noted, I have consistently used the term evocation in this discussion of the type of magic being presented in this lesson. So, alright, now if your readings, in your readings you may have noticed that there are some authors who use invocation as a synonym of evocation, which is, no, total difference. So this error is never made by real magicians, and is only presented by writers who either have no practical magic experience, or by those who wish to blur the distinctions of different types of magical practices. So this blurring is usually done in an attempt to make all forms of magical work, seem the same in order to cast negative aspirations on all magic. So don't confuse the two. Big difference between invoke, and evoke. So, evocation is what we always do. Well, most of us. So, alright. If you've been doing the work of this course, you will find evocation very safe. And it is very safe. So, its purpose is to allow you to communicate with other intelligences, powers, or entities which do not exist on our physical plane. So, some people contend that we are only communicating with aspects of our subconscious which are normally hidden. It doesn't matter. So, whether or not this is, so I do not know or care. He has a very good sense of humor. Donald Michael Craig, you're amazing. So, this is because evocation magic functions as if one is dealing with other entities, and no matter the source, it is treated as if one is dealing with external intelligences. So, I like this guy. He doesn't care what anybody else thinks. And I personally, honestly, don't care what anybody else thinks either. I think he's great. I'm really glad that you guys, a lot of you, actually have this book to actually go through and read. So, alright, there's some stuff in here that might trigger some people and make them mad, but it's okay. Alright, so I have seen many serious problems develop after the use of invocation magic by those who are not in contempt in magic. Invocation is the magical act wherein you allow your body to become temporarily shared by another entity. So, this is sometimes known as channeling, as long as your banishings are properly done and the magician chooses whom to allow to join in the use of the magician's body. There is no danger. I'm going to get a lot of backlash for that one. There isn't no danger, though. So it is when there is little thought or control in the magical act that problems occur. So now he goes on to say, which I like this, I have been to many Wiccan rituals where the aspects of divinity called generically the god and the goddess have been successfully and safely invoked. So it is quite a remarkable transformation as the facial characteristics of the people into whom the god and goddess are invoked, usually the high priest or priestess. So, and even the body's carriage sometimes seems to alter and kind of give off far of a more regal appearance than the normal, the daily appearance of these people. So it's pretty interesting. Don't confuse it with imitation voodoo possession, because it's not that. So, done properly, this magical procedure is quite safe and quite thrilling. It should always be done with positive entities, or if you prefer, positive aspects of your subconscious mind. So, wow, it is really, really warm today. Really warm. Alright, so. Where did I go? Where did I go? I don't know where. Oh. Yeah, and never with unknown or negative entities, like, for example, those who might give suggestions, which if followed would increase our burden of negative karma. So, makes sense. So there are two instances when evocation, invocation, or channeling can be dangerous, or at least very anti-productive. So the first is when you perform no banishings and invite absolutely any entity to share your body. Yeah, that's a bad thing. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. So, certainly from your readings and practice and thoughts about magic, you can see just how dangerous this could be. Yet a whole religion has developed based on this magical act. Ooh. This religion is known as spiritualism or spiritism. Most practicing occultists tend to frown on the practices of spiritism because it allows virtually any entity to communicate with the living, just because something, usually a very low astral entity, more on this later in a later lesson, says it's Uncle Charlie doesn't mean it's so there have been instances of damage in seances caused by these low elementals. So, and some mediums have ended their lives as alcoholics. Alright, so obviously I'm doing something right when I channel. Which is good. It's very good. Alright, so furthermore, just because Uncle Charlie died doesn't mean he got any smarter. So, yet many people, many people, change their lives because of messages given by entities claiming to be deceased relatives or friends. That's why you have to really build up that relationship with the spirit you're talking to, especially through the board. So, please understand that I am not condemning the religion of spiritism nor its philosophy. Certainly everyone is entitled to their own religious beliefs, nor am I condemning invocation magic such as that with seances borrow. What I am condemning is the lack of preparation, lack of protection, and blind acceptance of frequently wrong or valueless information. So, everybody thinks that they're a medium or that they're a channeler, and sometimes that's not the case. It's just not. So, if you think that it is just that this is unjust, look at the hundreds of books published by channeled writers, not all whom are spiritists, but have taken their techniques from spiritism. Yeah, spiritists, claim to have real writings of people such as Einstein, Tesla, Nermi, and Edison in thousands of pages and millions of words. Not one thing has ever presented which could revolutionize life or could be learned from previous information. So, there's a lot that goes into it. So this is going into more channeling when you invoke. So, okay, so, and I have not mentioned the self-deception and outright fraud, which has been a part of modern spiritism since its inception in the middle of the last century. So yeah, there's lots of very negative and not good people, but you guys don't have to worry about that here. So, the second instance of danger occurring in this type of magic is a negative entity is invoked. One of the most fascinating stories concerning Aleister Crowley is how he allowed the demon Chronozone to be invoked into his body. Once invoked, the demon tried to attack Crowley's assistant using numerous ploys. So some people believe that Crowley's success began to diminish after this, perhaps because Chronozone was never properly banished. So, I mean, it all makes sense. It makes perfect sense, 100%. My hair is just funky today. Alright, so, invocation is a very important part of magic, but for safety it must be done correctly. So this will be covered at a later time. But now, after discussing the difference between evocation and invocation, we will turn our attention back to the former and see how it is done. So this will show us how to use two of the most commonly available grimoires, the Goetia and the Greater Key of Solomon. So, on the following pages, you will see a diagram of a magical circle and a triangle of the art, wherein entities appear. So, the triangle of manifestation, and you have your circle. Where did I go? So it is derived from the commonly available edition of the Goetia. So why is there a circle within the triangle of art? Understand that the drawing is actually a neatened up version of the original for publication. So this was done either by the unlisted translator, Mathers, or the editor, Crowley. Both are uncredited in the most commonly available edition of the book. So that's kind of different in my opinion. So you all know Evocation, and you all know Invocation. So there we have the actual circle, and then we have the triangle of manifestation. So that is the actual diagram, but it's actually been neatened up like he says. So, alright. Where'd I go? Where did I go? Oh, on page 380 is a copy of the original manuscript, which shows the diagram. Other than being much sloppier, my guess is that it is a page from a student's notebook. That would probably be my notebook. Not my actual notebook, but the important thing to notice is that the circle within the triangle of art could easily be filled in as shown. So it indicates the presence of a magic mirror. So that circle within the triangle is where you put your mirror. You don't have to, but I do. I always do. So, magic mirrors are not shiny silver, rather they are dark black, obviously. Which I love. I love my dark mirror. So here is a very, very sloppy translation of the magical mirror. The notes, the circle that looks like from a student's handbook. You can't read the writing at all. So it's pretty sloppy. So here are the instructions for making a magical mirror for use in evocation magic. So 1. Although heavy cardboard can be used, a better idea would be to use 3/8 to a 1/2 inch plywood and cut out in what the hell is that word? A triangle. Yeah, that's what it means. So that means, as in the first diagram, the length of each side is equal and each angle of the triangle is exactly 60 degrees. So undercoat it and paint it flat, not glossy, white. Using a flat black paint, paint in the Greek names of God, along with the border of the wood, not outside of the misdrawn in the diagram. So using flat red paint, write the archangelic name Michael, pronounced Mikael. So to seal and protect this word, use a flat, sometimes called satin, clear finish, such as a varnish. So notice that I did not specify a length for each side of the triangle. This is because the size will depend upon the amount of room you have available. So mine, it was very easy to create. Very, very easy to create. I love making them, and they're great. So, about the smallest size that you would want to use is about 1.5 feet per side. So mine's much smaller, much smaller. So over about 4 to 5 feet, there will be too many light-caused reflections in your magic mirror. That's why I like to keep mine small. I don't have much light reflection going on in it, so I can actually see what's going on. So this, as you will see, is an undesirable situation. Alright, now 2. So unless you are good at glass cutting and have a circular cutter, go to a store which sells glass and then have them cut a flat disc of it for you. You can go to like Joanne Fabrics. You can get little round mirrors and you can paint them black with a matte finish. You can even use nail polish, black matte finish, which I did and works great. So it should not cover any of the lettering, although it can be smaller than the diagram indicates. About 4 inches is the smallest, which is easy to use. On a big end, 1.5 to 2 feet in diameter is about maximum. So, yes, mine is about 4 inches. Very, very reasonable, very easy to use. Love it. It's amazing. Shit, I need to plug my phone in real quick, guys. So yeah, it's pretty fun. It's very fun. Like an iPad. You could use a knife head. Because it's black, just polish it, clean the surface really well. Alright, so 2. Oh, we already went over 2. So, alright, just a warning. He likes to give a warning. Alright, so be very careful when handling cut glass, obviously. It will have some edges which are rather sharp and could seriously cut you, so until it is mounted, I urge you that you wear gloves when handling it. And this is true even if you can't find a store. Even if you can find a store that has pre-cut circular pieces of glass which have fused edges, but are not sharp. So that's mine were just regular mirrors, small mirrors. You can get them in a pack of like 8 for probably about, I don't know, $3, if that. So, alright. When you have your glass disc, place it under running water and purify it, as it was done with talismans. So if it is small enough, this can be done in a sink. So yes, the small ones are amazing. Larger pieces you will need to use a stream, bathtub, or shower. So be very careful, obviously. Next, dry the piece of glass thoroughly with a clean, soft cloth. Place the glass down on several sheets of newspaper or a drop cloth. Make sure that the topmost side is totally dry and free of lint and water spots. So spray paint this side with flat black paint. Or you can use your fingernail polish if it's a really tiny mirror. Perfect. So, the best paint to use for this is paint designed for making blackboards. That's a good idea. I never thought of that. So, now as the many months of practice while taking this course should have made you, it is enough. So my personal experience and the experience of others proves this to be true. Why then are there complex instructions and figures in the diagram? Of course the writer or copyist of the diagram is not here, so there is no way to be sure. But it appears to be merely a cover, a blind to deceive any person in whose hands the document might wrongly fall. So, can you guys figure out that diagram? Maybe, maybe not. So, in considering the small number of people who have ever attempted the magic of this book against the large number of people who own it, this blind has been very successful. Wow, so it does make sense. I like it. So to repeat, if you wish to draw the complete circle on the ground, go ahead. Those who do usually do it in chalk. But if you have been following this course, doing 1 lesson a month, and have been doing the daily rituals, it's not necessary. So if you guys do follow this book, then perfect. If not, I don't know what to tell you. Another consideration is that using the triangle of art with its magic mirror, while having it flat on the floor outside of your circle is absurdly difficult. However, placing it in this position assumes that the original artist was an expert at 3-dimensional representation. So, it's got to be propped up a little bit, like with a book holder. That's what I do with mine. And that's pretty easy. I mean, flat and looking straight over it works for me. So, if you look at the copy of the original page, it clearly shows that the artist had trouble with proportions and lines. So it is not possible that the triangle was not meant to be flat on the floor. So, who knows? We don't know for sure. Early drawings of Christian figures frequently showed a disc behind the head of the religious figures. So it is believed that this is meant to represent a halo. So since the artist did not have the development to show surrounding the head, it is shown behind the head. So in a similar manner, the artist of this work may have wished to show the correct shape and lettering of the triangle. However, he or she did not have the necessary artistic knowledge or skill to show it in its proper position. So, very, very true. The triangle of art should be placed outside the area where the circle would be formed. So the triangle should be raised up so the center of the mirror is at eye level of the seer. More later. So obviously, if there's a chair for the seer, the triangle will be at a different height than if the seer stands. So although the triangle may hang straight up and down, vertical, more commonly the top is made to lean back so that it is at an angle. This angle may be up to 45 degrees from vertical, and book holders or picture stand frames holders, those little ones that I use for the Ouijas, those are perfect. It tips them back about 45 degrees. So So to achieve this tilt, the triangle may be rested upon a chair, an artist's easel, or a music stand. Make sure that the triangle is firmly supported and will not fall over. So the triangle should be placed east of where the circle will be formed. It gets a little complicated, but it's not that hard. So, but quite close to the edge of where your circle will be. With this and your regular preparations, most of your physical preparation for using magic, the magic of the Goetia, is complete. We have more. We have more to do. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. I was planning on doing the... Did that thing move again? Oh my god. No, it didn't. I thought it did. We have found out that it is a Ghoul Jinn. And he is, he's very, very old. Very old. So, yeah, he definitely had a interruption in my streams yesterday. It was weird. That was really weird. Alright. So, okay, as I have shown, most forms of magic can be done by yourself. Indeed, most Grey Magic group workings have the group merely observing and adding their visualizations to that of the operator. So, the magician actually doing the work. But with the magic of evocation, this is different. Although it is possible to do evocation solo, it is very difficult. No, it's not. Actually, it's not for me. Many people trying this type of solo work, achieve little, if any, success. Open your third eye. Therefore, it is necessary to have a seer help you with this evocation. Or, if you are going to act as the seer, you will need another person to perform important parts of the ritual. Okay, so this is within the context of ceremonial magic, so I do it completely different. Not so different, but pretty different. Okay. So if the seer, it is the seer's task to look into the mirror and see the being evoked. The seer then functions as an intermediary between the ritualist and the evoked entity. So the ritualist or operator recites the calling, which not only call the desired entity to the mirror, but also aid the seer in obtaining the vision necessary to see something in the mirror. So I use that little chant. I don't know where I found it. It was on the internet somewhere. For Jinn. Very easy. Very easy. So. Alright, so if you are working with a group of people, your first trial at evocation magic should involve, as the seer, the person who has the most psychic sensitivity. So clues to this are ease at doing divinations, divinations which go far beyond the inherent limitations of the system used. An example, extreme precision. So, divinations which prove correct on very regular basis, a very detailed dream memory, a very strongly emotional or over-emotional person, a daydreamer, etc. Very, very amazing. So, this, he goes on, I hate to sound sexist, but because of societal influences, the fact that the best seers are usually women. If you have a person such as has been described in your group, be that person male or female, use that person as your seer in your first experiment. If not, try a volunteer. So, the worst thing that could happen is that your seer will see nothing. So, nothing to worry about. So this would not necessarily be due to failure or your experiment, but rather because the seer does not have adequately opened psychic vision. So, that is opening up the third eye. Which turmeric helps to open up the third eye, which I have learned from you guys, so thank you very much. Alright. Okay, so for those of you who have been working solo, here is some very practical advice on how to find a seer. So he says, I am giving this advice here as placing an advertisement in your local paper for a seer is not advisable. Obviously, no, it's not. It's pretty funny. So, the best place to seek out a seer is your local occult bookstore or supply shop. If you don't have one, what do? So, simply hang out there for a while and look for people coming in the store who are interested in magic and divination. When you meet such a person, introduce yourself and ask such things as, do you do divinations? Are they usually correct? That's like very upfront and bold. Do you have vivid dreams? Do you daydream frequently? Oh, I wouldn't go up to anybody and say that. If you are shy about meeting people, remember that you are not trying to pick someone up for a romantic situation. You are looking for a coworker. So this should be clearly explained to the person if they are interested in working magically with you. If the person is interested, perform your daily work with him or her sitting in your circle and see how the person responds. So, if there seems to be a good working relationship possible between you, if your selected seer seems appropriate, it is time to tell the person what his or her preparations will be. So, kind of like the board. Kind of like trying to find a board partner. It's very difficult. So I do it by myself. So, right, on the facing page you will see a drawing attributed to Saint Germain. So on the left there is a male seer peering into a goblet used as a magic mirror. So the woman, ritualistic on the right, holds a knife and wand. They are surrounded by alchemical symbolism, which is irrelevant to this discussion. There's a fire burning directly below the face of the seer. So the inhalation of the smoke will cause a change in the blood chemistry of the seer. So it could be mugwort, it could be wormwood, because mugwort and wormwood, when burned, or, other herbs causes a definite change in chemistry. Also notice that it is possible that the ritualist is using the wand to hit the seer. So this combination of pain and lack of oxygen combines to alter the consciousness of the seer and allow him to more easily observe the sights within the magic mirror. Alright, so now we're getting into a little bit of Aleister Crowley's. Have you guys watched Alchemical Wedding with Aleister Crowley? Yeah. Sex magic. Big time. Him being hit the wand on the ass. Wow. And then, letting his bodily fluids go onto the paper, and then it actually printed out, which does not happen in the real world. Thank God. That'd be disgusting. So yeah, many correlations. It's pretty interesting. Alright, so where'd I go? Alright, so there's no doubt that an altered state of consciousness is a necessity for the seer, so this can be accomplished in a number of ways. So, a mild state of self-hypnosis will suffice. So just trance, very calm. Go into trance, make it comfortable, and just relax and let go. And there you go. But the second you type, when you close your eyes, you are literally changing your brainwaves. So, alright, so if a person is not an alcoholic nor allergic to liquor, that person may be allowed to drink to a state of mild intoxication. Ooh. So yeah, I don't recommend those. But there are many natural and synthetic drugs which will alter your consciousness, although I do not advocate the use of any drug which is not specifically prescribed for you by a licensed doctor, nor do I. Not at all. This is for historical purposes and educational purposes only. So, it would be foolish of me to think that none of my students use what are known as recreational drugs. So, I'm not going to describe their usage to alter your consciousness for magical purposes, because if you don't already know how they affect you, I am not going to suggest that you try them to find out. No, don't. So I will say that some people have told me of great success when they have chemicalized themselves. Yeah, true, I do myself. So there's the magic mirror, and it does look like he is being cover my there. Yeah, he's almost, yeah, a little bit of Aleister Crowley going on there, big time. Big time. So that is the magic mirror. Very different. So, ritualized induction of small amounts of pain, such as implied in the drawing. Wow, it's different. Can also affect your consciousness. So, the small amounts of pain cause various hormones to flow throughout the bloodstream. And these hormones affect the brain-mind, complex. So there are drawings, at least as far back as Pompeii, showing ritual scourging. Alright, so last night we were looking up stuff about my djinn. Pompeii came to mind. So, right here, Pompeii. Wow. Hear that, chocolate sundae? Pompeii. So, showing ritual scourging. Wow. Some Wiccan groups use this as a part of certain of their rituals. Pain is a part of spiritual practices in some shamanistic cultures. So, even some very mainstream Christian sects have used their hair shirts and self-flagellation, yeah. I personally am against this practice, but there are those who have found it very effective, so I don't know. I think it doesn't matter for me. So, it is believed that many of the visions seen by seers have been induced by the demon CO. Here, CO stands for carbon monoxide. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. So this is the result of fires or incense using up the oxygen in a room, and when you're using incense, always be sure to have a fresh oxygen coming into the room through an open window or door. Still, the odor of the incense, especially if burned near the seer, can have a remarkable effect on the consciousness of this person. So, sexual activity is another means of changing hormonal balance and affecting the brain-mind complex, but this will be discussed in another lesson. Still, another way to alter the consciousness is by denying sleep for several days. I would not recommend that. No, never. There are other methods too. You can probably think of several. So in any event, allow the seer the choice of which method or methods he or she wishes to use to alter the consciousness. So this person should have a medical exam first to be sure that nothing could possibly damage the seer's health. It's actually that's a really good suggestion for anybody. So please note that none of the methods mentioned, if done with care, will hurt a healthy person. Furthermore, note that they have been done for thousands of years safely and are still being done in shamanistic cultures. However, also note that nobody is forcing you to do anything. If you try to actually perform evocation magic using devices illegal or legal, neither the author, publisher, nor distributor of this course assume or will have any responsibility for your foolishness or disregard for the law and your health. So, another little warning there, you guys. So the following rituals and explanations are presented as educational, so that you can see what many people have done and what many people are doing. Should you decide to attempt such a ritual? Yeah, no, maybe so. All responsibility for your health is yours. So further, neither the author, publisher, nor distributor in any way condone the use of illegal substances, nor the abuse of wrongful use of legal substances or drugs. With this word of warning, we will move into the study of how to do rituals from the Goetia. So, there's a lot to go on with the Goetia, so we have a lot more to go over. So yes, we will stop here for today, and definitely, because there's a ritual here that I extremely like, and I think you guys will like it too. It's very, 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 very neat. There's one quote in here that I have to quote, because I see so much of this going on. Don't take my word or anybody else's word for anything in occultism. There we go. Perfect. So, part 4, we will go on with the Goetia, the tools, the Triangle of Art. So we already have most of those tools. I think you guys have those tools too. So, I'm running out of bookmarks. Shit. There we go. This one will work perfectly. Yeah, we're running out of bookmarks like crazy. So yes, definitely. And the full moon is coming, so it's a really good time to do that kind of magic too. So, what do you guys think? Anything? I'm like, what do you guys think? Anything? I was just so intense though last night. The energy of that gin is was very crazy. Very crazy. Alright, so we're gonna do a little bit of coffee talk. Tiny bit. I still need Botox. All of my my watch for paranormal activity while I was gone. I already posted why I did that and why it was up here and why it was facing this area. So you guys already know why. I just think that was pretty funny. Alright. Jen Zach. Hi, my love. I don't understand why it didn't show me you was going live. I have the bell on, damn YouTube. I think it's because my stream kept messing up and I didn't update my YouTube app on my iPad. So I kind of think that's what happened. I'm not sure. Alright, David Kuglin. Hi. Hello. Nothing. No. That was my, yeah, that was just for experiment. Alright, Jason Morris. Can you do Scorpio for June? If you want a personal reading, you can email me. Right now they are $30 for tarot. You can just email me. My email's at the bottom of all of my videos, or just ryanjespich@gmail.com. And we can definitely try that. Okay, Logan Show. Gotta try to get in as an extra in the next Doctor Strange movie. Who, me? What did I do? What did I do on here? You guys think I look like Lucifer too? How? How do I look like Lucifer? I don't think so. Don't think so. Okay, have you ever heard of the book The Sphinx and the Rainbow? No. The Serpent and the Rainbow, yes. Great book. Alright, Sheila Nagel. Hi, my love. Well, damn, I missed it. It was so screwed up. It was very, very messed up. Wow, is it windy? Don't blow my stuff off my windowsill. No, no. Alright. All is well. Okay, Erie? Covenant? Hi there. Hi. How are you? Nice work. Thank you. Thank you. Marjorie. Hi, love. Hey. Hi. Hola. We'll be visiting your channel next time. I wasn't feeling well. Aw. Feel better. But I forgot to tell you, on April 24th, I hit 1K, and on May 3rd, I received my community tab. What is a community tab? Do I have one? You hit 1K? I mean, like, I don't know how many people are on my channel right now. I don't want to know. Big numbers scare me. What is the community tab? How did you get that? I want one. I received my community tab. I'm gonna put your channel up there. Oh, thank you. See you next time, Ryan. All my love from Venus and back down again. Always. What is a community tab? What is that? I don't know what that is. Alright, Homeadum? Is that how you say that? I hope. Alright, did you do the flashlight test to see if it yes? Yes. Yes. Alright, Jade. Hi, love. Hi, my love. Hi. Sorry for the long absence. I didn't really feel well these days. You are fine. You are fine. Still having problems with father. Aw, he's in the hospital now. Is he okay? I hope he's okay. But anyways, how have you been? I hope you're doing well. I love you so much. I love you too. I'm good. I'm actually very good. Very good. Alright. Dr. Stoner. Hi, my love. You're such a cutie. I love you to death. Alright, Lily Moon. Hi, love. How are you? I did get your email. How are you? Alright, you are amazing. A real, true, precious gift. I'm so thankful to have you in my life, by the way. I got my stitches out Monday, and I hope I found you on Facebook and Messenger. I hope that's you, love. I hope that's you. Love you as always. You're in my heart the best. Aw, I love you so much. Thank you. I'll have to go and check my, I have like a spam folder and then a regular folder where all these different messages come to, so it's really crazy. It's really, really crazy. So, alright, Netheria Fade. Hi, my darling. Alright, around 100 BC, pagans understood things like genetics, atoms, and molecules, and evolution. The writings still exist. Imagine how advanced we would be without organized religion. Exactly. Alright, they need to hurry up and announce Season 5 to answer our questions. Love you bunches. I love you too. I know. I have too many questions. I don't even want to think about it right now. Alright. Anika, hi. Thanks for this, love. I always look forward to your readings. Aw, thank you. Thank you. Alright. Kim. Hi, my darling. How are you? Hex Ogden. Soul Therapy Tarot. I like that. I love that name. Jessica Andrews. Hi, my love. Lady Witch. Ella and Molly was hilarious. Yeah. That was great. I loved her on Molly. And then the cocaine, that was the funniest thing ever. Follow her, Amy Garcia, on Twitter. She always gives away when the next season's coming. And I think there's more seasons or more episodes to this season. I don't think that's the full season. That's just a rumor. Through the grapevine from Amy Garcia. That's why I love her. So, alright. Witch of the Black Rose. Hello, Jasper Quinzel Black. Hi, John Hirsch. Hola. Megan Terra Music. Hi, love. How are you? Roth. Hi, Roth. How are you? Jen Zach. Hi, my darling. You caught a fairy. Looks like Tinkerbell. Literally, you caught a fairy on camera. I think it's incredible, and it's so cute. It literally looks like it flew to the window. Or was that the TV? It flew past the TV and then to the window. That was incredible. Marcela Mendez. Hi. Hello. Alright, Daria. Hi, my sisterly. I love you. Goth Medley. Hello. Oh god, something Taylor. Hello, where are you bought your Shungite? ShungiteStore.com. I posted the link down below for you. Madame Sophia. Hello, my love. I love you. Alright. Let's see. Bill O'Reilly. You're gonna like this video. Alright. Shara Harris. Hello. Alright. Amanda Long. Hello. Springtrap Trap. Hi, my love. How are you? I hope you're well. Magical Mermaid. Hi. Fire Torch Paranormal HTD. Hi. How are you? It's an Aurora. Hello. Sierra Jameson. Hello. April Ferguson. Hello. Neil French. Hola. May Queen. Hi, darling. Susie Roach. Hi, love. I love you. Alright. Kate the Witch. Hi, my darling. Margarita. Alright, guys. Well, that's it for today. I have to go mow. It's gonna be great. Wish I drank. I'd be drunk and then I'd go mow. But no. I have to turn into Linda Blair. So alright guys, I love you all. Let me know what you guys think about the Invocation versus Evocation and your experiences. I'm very curious. Very curious. So, alright guys, I love you all very much. All the way from Venus. Oh my god. All the way back down. And I will see you guys tomorrow. So, alright guys, I I love you all very, very, very much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.